described it as tall, about 7 feet, with a large wingspan and glowing red eyes. This wasn't just a fleeting glance. The creature reportedly chased their car, flying behind them even at high speeds. The sense of fear and awe in their accounts added to the public's fascination, and soon this mysterious figure would be named the Mothman, a term coined by a local newspaper and inspired by the popularity of Batman at the time. Mothman's descriptions have varied slightly among witnesses, but certain details are consistent. The glowing red eyes, the large wings, and the human-like stature. The red eyes are particularly unsettling, often described as hypnotic or almost paralyzing. People who claim to see the Mothman frequently mention feeling frozen, overwhelmed by a sense of dread or foreboding. This has led some to believe the creature isn't just physical, but may have a psychological or even supernatural influence. Eyewitness accounts suggest that Mothman has an ability to appear and disappear abruptly, almost as if it were phasing in and out of existence. There's often no clear sound of wings flapping, only a strange, silent glide, a detail that adds to its eerie reputation. There are many theories about what Mothman could be, some suggesting